members of the promoters of the school board, my dear teachers, respected and loving parents, and the students in the form of Red Rose. It's been 16 gratifying years. I very distinctly remember the entwining night of the 9th and 10th July 2003. Me, my wife, Mrs. Sejal Ponda, hordes of workers, staff members were all here in this premises, making it ready for the children who were to come in at 7 a.m. on 10th of July 2003. I very clearly remember we were here till 4:30 a.m. in the morning, ensuring that the corridors were clean, that the classrooms were all decked up, that the campus was decorated. We left this place at around 4:30 in the morning, only to take a quick shower at home and come back at 6:30 again. When the first bus honked at the gate, it was a dream come true. Thereafter, many buses followed. Children started taking the classes. No formal inauguration ceremony was held. The founder of Red Rose Group, Mrs. Manjula Ponda, was requested to garland the statue of Goddess Saraswati, the wisdom of knowledge, the goddess of wisdom and knowledge. She put the garland on the neck of this wonderful idol that we have in the academic block 1, and that was the only Shubharam of this epitome of learning. No fanfare, no glamorous garnishing, pure and pure academics. The school has been a vision for us. We have tried to do away from conventions. We have tried our best to inculcate new practices in this school, which were much ahead of times. Way back in 2004, when we floated the concept of no homework, many question marks in form of raised eyebrows were seen. When we floated the concept of a bagless school way back in 2005, introducing pigeonholes in the junior classes, we took the conventional education scene by a shock. When India today is asking about international schools, it was in 2006 that we affiliated with Cambridge International, UK, to provide our children a toast of international education. We always thought ahead of times. whether Bhopal was ready for it or not, Red Rose never ever deviated from its own set of principles of providing education which broke all set norms that academics was defined like. Education is beyond books, we always maintained. Because we always believed that India does need good engineers, India does need good doctors, India does need qualified chartered accountants, India does need lawyers. But then, above all these, we always have believed that India does need good human beings. And that was the reason that we focused on making good human beings. Because we have always believed कि कामयाब इंसान अच्छा बन पाए या ना बन पाए, एक अच्छा इंसान हमेशा कामयाब होता है। अभी जब ये स्टूडेंट्स उतर करके आए, सबके हाथ में एक रेड रोज का बट कली, सब चाहते थे कि वो फूल मुझे दिया जाए। I took all the buds and redistributed all the buds amongst all the children. You did not have your own bud, but you had a bud in your hand. Life is all about sharing and caring. You have a rupee, I have a rupee. You give me a rupee, I give you a rupee. We end up having 1 rupee each. But then if I have a good thought, you have a good thought, and we exchange good thoughts, we end up having 2 good thoughts each. ऐसा नहीं है कि रेड रोज ने कभी एकेडमिकली ब्रिलियंट बच्चे बनाने पर ध्यान नहीं दिया, बट एकेडमिकली ब्रिलियंट बनाने के चक्कर में हमने हमेशा इस बात का ध्यान रखा कि द वेरी बेसिक्स ऑफ एजुकेशन आर नेवर हर्ट। पिछले 2-3 साल से और इस साल से तो एक ट्रेंड बहुत उभर करके सामने आया कि सीबीएसई जो खैरात में मार्क्स बांट देता है 10वीं के एग्जाम में, उससे कई सारे माता पिता को ये खुश फहमी हो जाती है कि उनका बच्चा तो बस आईआईटी कर ही लेगा। और इसीलिए हमारे पास इस साल जितनी रिक्वेस्ट आई डमी एडमिशंस के लिए, हमारे अपने एग्जिस्टिंग स्टूडेंट्स के लिए, कि ये किसी कोचिंग क्लास में हम इसका दाखिला करा देंगे, इसको आईआईटी कराना है और आप इसको अटेंडेंस दे दीजिएगा, सिर्फ ये एग्जाम देने स्कूल आ जाएगा या आ जाएगी। हमने हाथ जोड़ करके सबको रिफ्यूज कर दिया कि नो, रेड रोज ये नहीं कर सकता। और जो भी पेरेंट्स आज भी अपने बच्चों के लिए कोचिंग सेंटर्स को मुफीद मानते हैं और उनके लिए वो चाहते हैं कि उनके बच्चे स्कूल ना आए और कोचिंग सेंटर्स जाएं, कभी फुर्सत से मेरे पास जरूर आइएगा। मैं आपके साथ इतने सारे बच्चों की ऐसी लिस्ट शेयर कर दूंगा जिन्होंने स्कूल की अटेंडेंस पर ध्यान नहीं दिया, कोचिंग जाने के बहाने कोचिंग गए नहीं गए, हजारों लाखों रुपए अपने माता पिता के उसमें खर्च करा दिए, लेकिन वो बच्चे आज कहीं भी नहीं। आप लोगों को इस बारे में बहुत गहराई से सोचना होगा। हर बच्चे का अपना एक कैलिबर होता है, हर बच्चे की अपनी एक विशेषता होती है। आपका बच्चा आपके साथ है, आपको माध्यम बना करके आया है, लेकिन वो एक इंडिपेंडेंट सोल है। उसके अपने सपने, आप अपने अधूरे सपने अपने बच्चों के माध्यम से कभी पूरे नहीं करवा सकते, और करवाइएगा भी मत। Let them take their own course in this world. They know more than you, but they understand less. You've got to blend it with their knowledge and your understanding and make a wonderful human being. That is what is important. Let us not corrupt our children. When these parents who come to us कि हम इसको डमी एडमिशन करा देंगे, ये अपने बच्चों के सामने करप्शन की एक बेहतरीन मिसाल बन रहे हैं। और हिंदुस्तान की सबसे बड़ी प्रॉब्लम इस समय करप्शन है, नॉट ओनली इन गवर्नमेंट बट इन एवरी इंडिविजुअल। We like to spit at public places. We like to urinate at public places. We like to overtake from the wrong side. We like to jump traffic signals. We like to bribe the officials. We like to bribe the lineman कि कुछ जुगाड़ हो जाए, बिजली का बिल कुछ कम आ जाए। Numerous times when I take road trips and at the toll nakas that we have, I see people unnecessarily arguing with the toll naka chap to let them go without paying any toll tax. These parents who request us कि आप इनको डमी एडमिशन दे दीजिए, मुझे नुकसान तो नहीं है, मुझे फीस देंगे, मेरी जगह कम खर्च होगी, मुझे टीचर्स को कम रखना पड़ेगा, मेरा फायदा ही है इसमें। लेकिन रेड रोज ने ऐसे फायदे कभी नहीं देखे। रेड रोज ने फायदे देखे हैं सिर्फ अपने स्टूडेंट्स के। अभी जब ये आनंद कुमार की बात हो रही थी, we have numerous students who are studying in all the 3 branches of this school and the 2 colleges that we have on various scholarships. Many students are studying at less than half the fee, and many of them are studying at just about 10% of the fee. We have never bothered about earning money alone. No, Red Rose is not about extracting money from the parents. But don't corrupt your children. Don't corrupt your children. Don't put examples in their lives कि ऐसा भी होता है, ऐसा चल जाता है, ऐसा नहीं जाता, ऐसा करना भी नहीं। क्योंकि जब हम खुद अपने बच्चों के सामने एक करप्ट मिसाल बन करके आएंगे, तो जिंदगी में हमें कभी भी उनको कुछ भी ऐसा करने से रोकने का मॉरल राइट नहीं होगा, नैतिक अधिकार नहीं होगा। Let us become role models and examples for our children. These students who have taken oaths today, they have a huge responsibility on their shoulders. Your fellow students and your school management, your teachers have reposed their faith in you. And that is the reason you've been asked to take this oath amongst such fanfare on the foundation day of the school. We believe in you. We have trust in you that you will conduct yourself and you will lead by example. A leader has to lead by example. We have the current World Cup going on, the Cricket World Cup. And all of us are waiting with bated breath कि आज क्या होगा. We have a fantastic leader who claps when others make runs, who claps and jumps in joy when his bowlers take wickets. He may not have scored a single century, but then every time his team member scores a century or takes a few wickets, he celebrates. That is what a leader is all about. You have to ignite the spark in your fellow students. You have to ensure that they do well. You've got to inspire them. You've got to motivate them. You've got to become an example. और यकीन मानिए, दूसरे की कामयाबी में खुशी महसूस करने से बड़ी नेमत इस दुनिया में कोई नहीं. ये स्टूडेंट्स जो हैं, इसी बात के लिए on this fantastic day of 10th July 2019, when Red Rose Lambakheda turns sweet 16, let us all renew our pledge that we will give our best to this nation in form of these students. God bless you and thank you very much.